America has a problem. It looks like rap music will be dethroned as the #1 genre in the world, with more global sounds on the rise, like Afrobeats and reggaeton. The sound has gotten really repetitive and stale, and we're seeing artist sales decline, them canceling tour dates, and overall just haven't seen many hits in recent memory from rap. But on the bright side, there's music from other parts of the world that are way more exciting right now, like the music coming out of Africa, specifically South Africa. Amapiano is changing the game right now. And if rap wants any chance of saving itself, even a little bit, I think they need to pay attention to what's going on in the Amapiano scene right now, specifically with people like Uncle Waffles, because I think this is the solution to the looming problem overhead. Amapiano is a subgenre of house music that originated in South Africa. It blends jazz, house, and Kwaito music in a unique way. The most distinct sound that you'll find in Amapiano that you really won't find in many other types of music is the log drum. There's speculation over exactly what part of South Africa it started in and who started it, but some DJs and artists worth mentioning early on included DJ Matt Forissa, who's had some of my favorite crossover production in the genre with artists like Lil J and even Stoneboy, and Kabasa De Small, who put out one of my favorite Amapiano projects in KOA Part 1. Another group worth mentioning is the Major League DJs, who started getting popular online from their balcony mixes where they would do Amapiano sets on YouTube. I enjoyed them a lot and I still do, and they gained a lot of notoriety from these, and they also got collaborations with people like Ty Dolla $ign and Major Lazer. But I think in this scene right now today, the most important person worth mentioning is Uncle Waffles. Uncle Waffles is a Swazi-born DJ, also based in South Africa. She learned to DJ during the lockdown from 2020 to 2021 when she just started doing gigs. But it was one specific gig that really blew her up online. In October of 2021, she filled in for a DJ that ended up backing out at the last minute in a nightclub called Zone 6. She was dancing to a record called Adiwele by Young Stunna, and this blew her up essentially overnight. And I think moments like these are what makes her special and what really sets her apart from any other DJ, not just in the Amapiano space, but in any genre. She's in a category of one. I can't really think of many other DJs who are dancing throughout their entire set to their own records, let alone anyone's records. And so I think her shows are something that really can't be explained by words. It's really hard for me to explain it to you. You know what I mean? It's an experience that you really can't get anywhere else. And I think the fact that she's able to combine like the actual performing aspect with the Amapiano music that might be foreign to a lot of people is part of what makes Amapiano special, especially coming from her. Music is more memorable when it's accompanied by distinct memories, whether they're good or bad. Some of my favorite songs are records that bring me back to a specific time in life. Whether I was happy or sad, whether I was angry or excited, I remember exactly where I was when I heard that record for the first time, if it some way played a part or even was in the background. So after seeing her DJ sets combined with some other moments and some of her records, that's when I realized how special Amapiano was and where it had the potential to go. On Uncle Waffles' debut album, Asylum, there's a record called Morocco by her and Tony Dorado featuring two South African artists named Scummy and Milky. The record is a lot more upbeat in tempo than the other records on the project, I would say. And I think the pockets that the women were able to find on the record to rap on was fire. And the beat was fire altogether. Like this was a real rap record. I think because they use a lot more instrumentation and they're not afraid to make a song long, Amapiano DJs and producers are able to find like different flows, beat patterns, just different sounds that you really can't find anywhere else, because they're kind of just very free with their production and they're kind of just playing around in a lot of ways. And that was one thing that I thought was really surprising to me when I first started listening to Amapiano, was the fact that records would sometimes be 4, 5, 6, 7, even 9 minutes long, depending on who you're listening to or what song it is. Like there's albums that I've listened to that are upwards of an hour and a half or 2 hours. And the log drum, for some reason, just hits different on every Amapiano song. I haven't gotten tired of it yet. And so all of these things together is what makes it a lot more memorable for me and more enjoyable in terms of production recently. And right now, I think it's some of the highest quality production that you can find anywhere. And so when I think about all of this and I think about the origins of hip hop, when it was based in sampling, loops, and just almost taking from other genres to create this new thing, I think that's something that could be looked at as a positive in their aspect, to where they could potentially take it. Like, I don't think it would be too crazy of an idea for rappers or producers and executive producers to lean into the Amapiano sound and create more of a hip hop sound. Like that wouldn't be super foreign to me. Like we're just so used to them going into other genres and trying things and rapping over it, that I think it could be a potential opportunity for anybody who's willing to try it. So if I was an artist, a producer, or an A&R or an executive, I'd be on a one-way flight to South Africa today, looking for new beats and production and things to freshen up the sound that we have over here that, like I said earlier, was pretty stale. Uncle Waffles and other DJs in the Amapiano space are so early into their careers that I see Amapiano becoming a lot bigger than it is right now. I think it's inevitable for artists in the US to collaborate with Amapiano DJs and producers, sort of like we're seeing right now in the Afrobeat space with people like Davido, Stonebwoy, Wizkid. Almost everybody that I love has at least dabbled in it, Lil J. But if the American artists lean into it and the labels get involved, I think it has an unlimited upside of where it could potentially go. But even outside of that, let's say that doesn't happen, I think Amapiano will live on in a lot of Black spaces for a long time, right? Events like Afro Nation and Piano People have spread the sound into places that it wasn't before. Like I've seen Afro Nation in Miami, I've seen it in Portugal. They do Piano People events in London. So it's all over the world right now, and it's growing faster and faster. And if you go to an Amapiano event, it's an experience that is unforgettable. And it's something that helps spread it because you're just gonna wanna go listen to it more when you leave. And so I think that's their biggest promotional tool is events. What in the Amapiano space excites you, and who outside of Uncle Waffles do you think has a potential to be a star in the space, if anybody? Let me know in the comments. Also, I'm leaving this at the end because I'm just shooting my shot. Uncle Waffles, if you're looking to do any interviews, because I seen you didn't do a lot of them. I was looking for more for research purposes, and I seen you haven't done a lot of interviews. So if you see this by chance and you want to do an interview, I would be happy to do so, and I would love to do it.